In all my years of traveling, 2 decades of intense traveling, globetrotting, gracing numerous hotels of different standards, 5 stars to tourist class hotels. And never have I met any worst hoteliers as compared to the ones I've met in Singapore. Their obnoxious egos and their impertinence, their conceited behavior. When I traveled to the US, I thought it was really bad because some of them were pretty xenophobic. But Singapore, I mean, they beat any continents I've been, hands down, in terms of the worst hospitality attitude. I stayed at Carlton Hotel during the 14 days stay home notice due to the COVID-19, and the staff's attitude were the worst of all. They completely ignore you. They don't care anything about the guests' medical conditions or requests, needs. They will not entertain or accommodate anything at all from you. And if you do that, they are vindictive and vengeful enough to report you to the Immigration and Customs Authority, distort the facts and contort the truth literally contort their truth, which is, of course, total bollocks, that you stepped up from the room and you were defiant, and even though you're not at all, you were literally begging, pleading with them for help. They would distort the truth and contort the facts that you're doing it, and they want to get you into trouble. And they're very vicious people. Now, I moved to another hotel thereafter. It was Rasa Sentosa, Shangri-La. And as what they say, the birds of the same feather flock together. Flock together. Did I just say fuck? Birds of the same feather flock together. And they did the same thing. I requested for a quiet room. They deliberately wanted to patronize me. They plunged me in the middle of the walkway, facing the staff entrance. So you get the boisterous movement of the trolleys and everything, of the staff and things like that. It was only that I was suffering from hypertension, and I was literally shaking away from the noise, and I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't breathe. Only then they moved me to the corner room. But some of the staff were not very happy. They felt their egos were being compromised by me because I literally asked them for help. So this Malay guy, he didn't want to give me his exact name. He's a dick anyway. He's Shazian or whatever. Literally decided to pick on me and instigate a quarrel between me. His obnoxious, condescending, shrill tone. He has the audacity to call it cordial with me. And eventually things turn south. And then you realize that the staff's attitude is a reflection of atrocious management, because this Aussie guy came out, and this guy has never been in the hotel business before. He was a chef. That's what he told me. A culinary staff, who moved up to the hotelier management. And he clearly have no freaking idea what guest services and service recovery is all about. He decided to take upon himself to initiate an onslaught of bad things about me to the local law enforcement. I was livid, because he clearly got me into some unnecessary situation. But when I came out of it, I gave him a terrible review. Was it worth it? I should ask him. He didn't think that what he does has no consequences, and what he's sitting on right now are the consequences he has to bear.
When there's an action, there's an equal reaction. It's just the law of physics. Anyway, so after meeting all this, encountering all this, and then coming out of it, staying at another place, this place here, then I got the housekeeping woman, this Indian maid, waiting for me literally. She came the day before 3 times, knocking on my door, wanting to come in to do my room. And I said, I don't need any housekeeping. My room is still in good condition. And she said, no, I must do it. And I said, no, I don't want you to do it. I'm having my meals now, so please leave. I was adamant, I was diplomatic, but clearly she wanted to see what was going on in my room, and she waited. The next day, she waited for me to leave. Then she came in, rummaged through my stuff, took off with my towel and things like that in the process of cleaning my room. And that was my personal face towel. I'm not going to, use the hotel's towel when everybody put their, use the towels to wipe their genital parts and their arse. And I put it on my head, and I don't care how well washed it is. I'm not going to do that. So I have my own personal towels. And well, I was livid, made a lot of noise. The manager was, the front manager, I think she was nice. Her name is Nuraini, and she was nice. She got a new towels for me. But then again, this guy, the operations manager, came the next day and then decided to turn the tables down on me and said that I was the one at fault. He brought back the past issue I had with other branch. And that was the same thing, the same incident. She came in, she took off my towel. There was an Indonesian maid, and then she did not dare to admit her mistakes because she felt that she's going to be disciplined and reprimanded, so she vehemently denied it. And in the process, so in a nutshell, in all the years of traveling, in all the hotels I've stayed even in some of the sleaziest hotel, and even, I've never met such disgusting, obnoxious, impertinent hospitality compared to the ones I met here in Singapore. For each time I'm here, I have a different set of attitude or the same problems, different shit. And you know what? My take on this is, the people here are so bloody full of themselves. They are egoistical. Their self-importance clearly supersedes their credibility, and they literally worship the white supremacy. They literally dote and look up to the Caucasians. They do not know where they are. They are pretty much like Hong Kong people, okay? They think the Caucasians are the ultimate. Well, Hollywood has depicted the Caucasians are the ultimate heroes of the world, but that is in Hollywood, that is the movies. But clearly they do that here because the police here is a young Malay punk. And without even consulting me, asking me, doing his own investigation and doing his own footwork, he didn't make any assessment about me, but he just listened to that Aussie manager and says, no problem, sir. You know what lah, I will handle this for you. And that's what he did. He did his best to remove me at whatever cost to himself. Now, he has never lived in the US, nor in Australia, or in the UK before. I don't think he has the financial means to do that. And hence, his perceptions of the white supremacy is this: I need to bow down and kiss your feet. This is what the Singapore law enforcement is all about too. And they would hire only Caucasians, the whites, to be the management, the hotel senior management and whatever it is. They will never hire their own local people to be the manager. So in a nutshell, these people here are really idiotic morons, scumbags, dirty, rotten scoundrels. They twist and they turn in their words. They distort the truth and they contort the facts. If I were you, don't bother coming to this place because it's a real pain in the butt. I have absolutely lost all my respect for the people here. I came here because I wanted to start a business, create something. But now with the kind of attitude I find in Hoteliers here, it's not a place where I want to be. I do not want to associate with scumbags like that. So for what it was worth, see ya. They'll never measure up to the hospitality in Thailand and in Japan. They'll never in 2 centuries come close to the Japanese hospitality nor the Thai hospitality. I stayed in the sleaziest Thai hotels, and the staffs who still know how to dispense good courtesies to the patrons. Singapore, you are a total disgrace to yourself, you shameless, dull creature hoteliers. Go back to the drawing board of what hospitality is all about. My last word to you, good riddance to bad rubbish. Up yours, dickheads.